Hey guys, it's Saturday evening and I just received my Predator of Plastic Legendary Scale Bust. Now, this piece, I'm sure a lot of you know, has been the subject of much debate over the past week. And, we've seen a lot of reviews of it out there. And I just unboxed it. I want to make a quick video review about it, talk about it, and attempt to do something that wasn't done, at least in the videos that I saw, which was to compare it to the Grail that made it such a piece that everyone wanted in the first place. Yeah? So let's go. Basically, yes, the stories are right. There is no art box. It is light as hell, to the point where I doubted that the box might be empty. It is that light, guys. And the thing comes in two boxes. The base being the heavier one, because there is some polystone over here. And then the head itself comes in another box, and it is the lighter one, right? And yes, it does smell of PVC. I think it's an intrinsic characteristic of PVC. It will let off a PVC smell. So the first thing is, if you buy statues, or if you got into statue collecting like me, one of the primary reasons that we collect statues, and I think a lot of us do, is because when you hold a statue in your hand, you feel the weight, you feel the mass, so to speak. I know there's a dirty joke in there somewhere, but I digress. It feels that you've paid for something, and then I think part of the experience is the actual, presence and weight of the figure. That's why I totally understand the disappointment when, you take this thing out of the box and then it weighs practically nothing, right? So I understand that. I mean, look at it. This is so light. I'm not even using... Oops. I almost messed up. Wait. Yeah. This thing is so light, right? I'm using a 6 scale rotary table or display to just move it around. Just imagine, it's that light, right? Okay, so the way you install it is basically you pop the head on to the base, and even that, folks, does not go very well. I mean, you have to kind of force it in because the dreads get into the way. And the dreads are nice, to be honest, right? And I understand the PVC in the dreads, and I understand PVC here. But I would have hoped that we get some polystone over here, which unfortunately we didn't. And now, Sideshow said that, this was sculpted by hand, and then a lot of the detail that they got transferred over as they were moving to PVC. But to be honest, I don't agree with that. Let me explain why in a bit. But the other thing I wanted to show you before I go in, and yeah, there is it. This does not make sense, right? I understand that, some pieces attach and then invariably there's a seam issue, but that's the only seam all over the figure. And I checked, right? All the other mandible on the other side, there's no seam. So I don't understand why this couldn't be, one piece. Because since the whole thing is PVC, I mean, why did that seam have to exist? Which translates to, sloppy, I don't know, workmanship. I don't know what you would call it, right? Other than that, There is a fair amount of detail, to be honest, in this guy, right? If you can see. Yeah, I got a couple of paint defects here and here, I think. Yeah, here, right? He's so light, he's like wobbling. Okay, let me go back. Right, so let me give you a close-up to his female part face. Let me focus. Yeah, you see, there's a nice amount of detail. Let's look at the eyes. I don't know if it's picking it up on camera, but you can see a dead pupil over there. Yeah, there's the other one. It's fine. I know. So, to be honest, yeah, it's not a bad piece. It's a nice piece. But I think the problem that all of us have is we paid a lot of money for this guy. For me, because I'm in Dubai, I'm in the Middle East, I paid $650 plus another $140 to ship it, plus another $40 odd dollars. Or no, it was like $60. Yeah, it was about $60 again for customs, right? So we're talking about $850 here for this, right? Now, if you take into account that this guy was originally for $2,000, and this is just one part of the statue, right? You get another head, you get a body, you get a lot of things. This doesn't make sense. Yeah? I mean, just look at this. And this is polystone, guys. Right? This is 1/3 scale. This is half scale. Okay? That's the problem I think most of us have. I don't think that we all would have had an issue if this was like $350. I think that's fair. Right? Maybe $450. Yeah? Still, it's pushing it a bit, but still okay. But $650 plus shipping, nah. I draw the line. Yeah? So that's the biggest issue we have. Yeah? Now, in terms of comparison, right? These things I was noticing quickly. Now, if you look here, right? The right side or the left side of the face, where, he's taking a lot of battle damage, you can see the amount of love that's gone into this guy, right? Look at the detail, right? Over here, it's like part of his face. It's like that whole fleshy part does not exist, right? Another thing I noticed was the top right mandible. Here it looks like it was ripped off and, painfully detailed. Here, no, nothing. Right? Another thing I just noticed is, look at this mandible over here, this one. Yeah, in its position. And remember, this was designed in collaboration with ADI, correct? The guys that made the movie. And look at this. So I don't even think this is like accurate unless I go back and refer to the movie. At least it's not accurate to the wolf predator that we got, right? Another thing, the detail inside the mouth, the veins, yeah, which made the first one so beautiful. It is all lost here. It's hardly there, to be honest. Another thing on the head, if we look at the proportions here versus here, they're not, they don't look the same proportion to me. I may be mistaken, but at least that's what I think. Other than that, guys, I don't know. I'm leaning towards returning it because I'm not satisfied that this is worth $840. or $850 versus like the other guys said. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree with me, and let's discuss it in the comments.